Hey guys,
Make it quick. I got like 6 appointments today.
Apex Legends is doing really well. I just think it'd be time for us to add a new mode. Some of our best ideas that we've come up with are a team deathmatch mode.
That's not that bad of an idea.
Great, I'm glad you like it.
For mobile.
Oh,
Huh? Gentlemen? Mobile?
how about like the search and destroy mode? Kind of like how Call of Duty does it? I think it'd be really good with the individual characters that we have.
That idea is insanely good. For mobile.
That's a good idea.
Okay?
Mobile.
Next season, that's coming to mobile.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Maybe I can add like a mini game, like gun game?
That Call of Duty game?
Yeah, that game.
We can't call it gun game.
We could call it Gun Run.
It rhymes,
Does rhyme.
so it's good.
It does rhyme. Awesome. I think the players will really enjoy this permanent mode.
If enough people play the game, then we'll make it permanent. But otherwise...
Limited. Okay, we could do that. At least it'll give people a chance to play solo.
Whoa! Nobody said anything about solos.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say that word.
What's wrong with you?
I didn't mean to say that word. Oh, stupid.
Sick freak?
Well, I'm glad we at least could get this through. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, get out of here. We got another meeting after you.
Yo, this, that, quarter life, crisis over borderline, trauma that control my life, more than I control my life, damn near mortified, I just got demoralized, I don't know my purpose, so I might as well enjoy the ride, yo.
Wow, that intro? I talked a lot about mobile gaming, which is a good thing because today's sponsor is Raid Shadow Legends. Look, games are hard, but some people really like the challenge, especially the Doom Tower. This huge tower is basically a giant prison. The Arbiter wasn't really strong enough to get rid of all the bad guys for good, so essentially the Doom Tower is failing, and it's up to us to save the day. You'll need a strong team full of specialists with very high resistance, because a lot of these bosses require very specific methods to defeat them. And this month, Raid's just released a giant new feature, Awakening, and a new dungeon, the Iron Twins Fortress. If you're good enough to take down the Iron Twins, you'll be able to awaken your champions. And what this means is it gives them a powerful blessing that helps them perform in battle. And they look pretty cool, and there's a bunch of different types you can use. But wait, there's more! Everybody's favorite champion, Death Knight, they just released a superpowered version of him. He's bigger, he's badder, he's perfect. And the best part is everyone can get him for free. All you have to do is log in and play Raid for 7 days between now and October 27th, and you'll add Ultimate Death Knight to your collection. It's that easy! And you can use promo code DKRises to get a bunch of free items and instantly level up your strongest champion all the way to level 50. So if you haven't started playing Raid yet, click the link in the description down below or scan this QR code that's been here the whole time, just been chilling, and you can play Raid today. And if you do, you'll get unique bonuses worth up to $30! You can find all your treasure here, right here. A free champion, Tayrel, 200,000 silver, 1 energy refill, 1 XP boost, and 1 ancient shard. All this treasure will be waiting for you here when you download Raid Shadow Legends. They did it. Respawn finally did it. They added an all-new LTM. It's been a while, but I'm so glad that we were patient because this one is fantastic. Apex Legends has finally given us a classic FPS game mode, an absolute banger, gun game. Except here it's called Gun Run, because I don't actually know why. Maybe gun game is copyrighted or something? Activision! But you do go around and run with guns, so the name's fitting. For those of you who have lived under a rock since Call of Duty Black Ops 1, Gun Run is Apex Legends' interpretation of gun game. A game mode where after every kill, you switch weapons. However, Apex Legends won't ever let you play this game alone, duh. So this isn't a free-for-all like you would expect. Instead, it's a 3v3v3v3. 4 teams of 3. So you might be wondering, how does leveling up work if you have a team? Well, you do this sort of leapfrog thing where you go to the next highest weapon that your team is on. What this means is even if you got no kills, your teammates can get you higher and higher and higher, so the next gun you get essentially skips all the weapons that they just went through. So for those of you like me that are carried, this is great. Does that make any sense? Well, it better. I'm not gonna explain it again. Also, if you get meleeed, you will go back to the last weapon in the cycle.
Really? You got punched?
I got punched and reduced my score. I went from G7 Scout back to Eva. So if you have the opportunity to melee kill an enemy, go for it. It's funny to see them fail. The order of the weapon stays the same-ish. It'll sometimes swap some of the beginning assault rifles with each other to mix it up a little bit, but otherwise it's a simple order that ends with your last gun being the P2020. But the last weapon you have isn't even a gun. At the end of the game, you have a throwing knife. This is a brand new weapon for this game, and it's really cool. It will do around 100 damage to the body and a clean 240 damage on the head without a helmet. Getting kills with it is so satisfying and a ton of fun. And if you get a kill with it, it means you won. Congratulations. As long as somebody on your team gets a kill with it, you will win. So if your teammate is on the knife and you're still holding a gun, maybe let them get that last kill, okay? Unless you're petty, then take all the kills. If your team is ahead by a bunch, and sometimes this does happen, you will want to try and go for trick shots with it and make a montage where the music is super loud with way too much saturation and there's these borders around the image. You've seen those. I know you have. You should subscribe to Odo because those are all his clips, not mine. Anyways, if you're having a hard time getting trick shots with a knife, you can practice in the firing range. It's just there chilling, and it's great for testing funny stuff with it. If you throw it in the air, does it come back down?
Yes, it comes back down.
Oh, what? Imagine getting a kill that way. Let's test it, let's test it.
Oh my, that actually looked crazy. And the knife was just on top of your head when you're knocked.
That was sick. And 1v1ing your friends. Oh, just like that, huh? So that's the game mode in a quick nutshell. Normally, if this was a video about a new game, I'd give my pros and cons, but since it's just a new game mode, and a limited time at that, I want to instead discuss some things that I think are needed to improve it, so it's ready to come to Apex Legends permanently. Because, if you can't tell already, I want this to stay. It's fun, fast-paced, creates insanely cool clips, and is exactly what Apex needs more of, because I love the BR, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you need a BR rake. You know what I mean? Let's start with the maps. There are only 2 maps at the moment. There's the OG Skulltown, which since it no longer exists, it's in this glass dome kind of thing that reminds me of that Titanfall 2 level where Ash tries to kill you. You remember that. And the other map is Fragment East. While these maps are decent, they definitely don't feel like they were made for an arena environment. The spawns feel super far away from the fighting and are kind of predictable. And there's way too much elevation with little ways to get up to the top, which is especially noticeable in Skulltown. You can fight on the skulls. What this does is make characters like Pathfinder feel like must picks just to play the game, and it makes other characters feel useless by comparison. I don't mind them using already existing POIs, but perhaps they should use other parts of the map that is just less vertical. Some suggestions that I would include are estates, gardens, the map room, caustic treatment, the original sorting factory, the wall, and the mill. I also think that some of the arenas maps would work really well here. And come on, Respawn, you worked really hard on these assets. Wouldn't it be nice if people actually used them? The other big thing that needs to be addressed is how to make some legends feel actually useful in this game mode. For example, Loba's ultimate gets you nothing. Just nothing. There's just nothing in there. So why not change her ultimate to be like Lifeline's? Lifeline gets blue shields in the care package for her whole team. Loba could do the same thing with her ultimate, but just yoink 3 shields from thin air. Also, Lifeline's ultimate needs to come faster for this mode. By the time you get it, the game is already over. A lot of characters need small tweaks and changes here and there to fit the game mode better, without feeling like they lack a useful ultimate or ability. Respawn, why are y'all so afraid of a solo mode? I somewhat, but not really, get why you don't have it for the BR. But come on, for this casual warm-up game, I think it would be so fun to go in solo and just tear it up. Also, with a team, you won't even play with every gun because you leapfrog around. So if this was a solo mode, it would be even better to warm up for people who need to practice with every gun. Maybe consider a solo mode with like 8 to 12 players in the lobby, okay? Please don't hurt me. I would also consider giving us fast heals for this game mode. Slowly healing off your health is so frustrating in such a fast-paced game. It's almost faster to die and come back. It doesn't need to be insanely faster, but just slightly would be a nice quality of life change. This is a small little pet peeve of mine, but I would like to be on Team Bear sometime. Team Wolf is cool, but come on, they have this cute little bear logo. Gun Run blew me away. It's such a refreshing game mode with a ton of replayability. I hope it stays and becomes permanent. And I hope that the success of this game mode encourages Respawn to consider adding more LTMs into the mix. I would love to try a team deathmatch mode, or search and destroy, one in the chamber, infection, the list goes on and on. But this is a step in the right direction, and it's why I made this video. To show that this is what we've all been waiting for, and so that the game can continue to improve. But what do you think? Have you tried Gun Run? run? If so, did you like it? Did you hate it? What POIs would you add? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, I have another meeting with the developer team, so I'll catch you later. Ya noob.